The station where our veterans' voices are heard. MBR Talk.
Hey, thanks for supporting our channel by watching and listening.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Theme song is going to play or not. I don't want to have it playing in the background and I don't even know. So let's check and see if the Trench Talk theme is going to play this week. There it is. You tuned into the Farron Dozier Show on mbradio.us, Trench Talk Edition, and Live Tour Sports. Catch me here Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, only on mbradio.us. How'd I do? Was that a good take? That might work. All right, good evening. Welcome to the Farron Dozier Show on KCAA Radio, 106.5 FM, 1050 AM. Also streaming from the KCAA Radio.com website and mbradio.us. We gotta bless the show before we get started. Let's go. When I was in my mother's womb, I had a calling on my life to do something in the glory of God and marry it like a wife. Commit myself to his word and never be led astray. And when it's all over, when he comes, I'll be glad to see that day in the morning time. All right, welcome to another episode of the Farron Dozier Show right here on the Military Broadcast Radio Network. That's right, MBR. Make sure you catch me here Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific Time. And as you heard in the intro, Tuesdays, yesterday, at KCA Radio, 106.5 FM, 1050 AM in the Inland Empire. That is also the Farron Dozier Show Tuesday nights. Today, we have a very, impactful show for you, as always here. There's been some things going on as we've been talking around and about this MC world that I'm a part of as well. And some things have transpired since the last interview in the news, unfortunately. And so talking to D-Rock, aka Derrick, wanted to have the gentleman come back and discuss this topic even further. I just believe that at the end of the day, violence it's a part of humanity, right? Unfortunately. There's a lot of things that we could say about that. There's a lot of ways that we can be about that conversation as well. And so being a veteran who was trained to kill terrorists, I laughed at because we don't realize that at the end of the day, that's what the military offers veterans is death, right? But then when you peel that layer off, you look in society and we have seen people fighting with each other from athletic events to family issues. I mean, it's just not brand new to the conversation. But unfortunately, in this motorcycle world, this MC world, if you look at the history, this is not the first time. But what is it? Are there things going on in us as individuals that we might have to take a look at to figure out the conversations that we're having on KCA Radio, right? We're having discussions over there about what it is to be a male man. Right. And the world has so many opinions about what it is to be a man and even what it is to be a father. A father is not a person. A father is a role. Just like I'm a father. I take on the role of a father. I take on the role as a grandfather. And, the world has a lot of opinions about that. Our manhood. Right. So if you want those kind of conversations, you want to get involved in that, you can catch me over there on KC Radio. We might dibble and dabble it over here because it's part of who I am when I get to show up. So those conversations are not off limits to any particular network. But on that conversation, we ask each other, what is it to be a male? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What is that that people point to? What is the ingredients of what it is to be a man? Right? And a lot of times, those of us who look back at our fathers or look at our fathers as that role, maybe he didn't have that ingredients. Maybe the way his perception of his father was that he had to be this kind of father because he didn't have this kind of father. And then we do that and we play those roles out. And then next thing you know, that the role that I'm trying to be like my dad or not be like my dad didn't work for me either. Right? And so what does that look like? And at the core of this conversation, I believe that is part of what it looks like to be a male. I just think about, testing my manhood, all these different attitudes that we bring to the table as our ingredients of what it is to be a man. And maybe that could be what's at the core, at the fault of why these type of violent things happen. Pride, ego, defending my cut, defending my crew, defending my gang, whatever that is. But there's something going on. So today we're going to talk about it. We got a couple guys that are going to be on the deck, opening up this conversation and figuring out some solutions, figuring out what can be done, all that, right? So stay tuned for that shortly. I'm actually going to play some PSAs. This is brought to you by WDC on SCT.org. So what's the count on sickle cell trait prevention? One of my conversations, one of my very important topics. Just check out the PSA. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm blessed, my brother. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Hey, did you see the game last night?
Oh, that was your game.
But did you see the shot?
I lost money from that shot.
Oh,
too,
man, that shot was cold,
I
man.
hated it, but it was good. Damn. What's in those jeans?
You really want to know?
I do.
Exhaustion, muscle spasms, asthmatic issues, unexpected sickle cell trait crises.
Damn. Are you serious? When I was young, I found out I had sickle cell trait. My mom's told me, but I ain't have no knowledge of it. But when I got older, I had a child, and the doctor told me my daughter has sickle cell trait. Do you know the facts that both parents have sickle cell trait? There's a 50% chance the child may have the trait, and 25% chance the child may have the disease.
Hey, that's what's the count. Do you know that 2.5 million people in the United States have sickle cell trait, 300 million people globally? I didn't find out I had sickle cell trait until I was in the Army, 10 years. Next thing you know, I had a sickle cell trait exertion site.
Sickle cell? I thought that was a black gene or something.
Nah, man, the Latin community is number 2. 1 out of 36,000 babies are being born with sickle cell disease. You could be Caucasian, Mediterranean, European. You gotta know your bloodline, man. There is an inherited gene in our community that has been forgotten. The name is sickle cell trait. WDCONSCT, also known as What's the Count, is out to bring awareness, education, and prevention to people all over the globe. Want more information? Call us now at 323-215-5384 or visit www.wdconsct.org. Do you remember studying sickle cell in biology class? What's the Count on sickle cell trait prevention is here to bring you awareness, education, and prevention conversations around the risk factors of this inherited gene. Visit wdconsct.org.
Muchos de nosotros nos vemos afectados por la enfermedad de células falciformes a diario y un número creciente simplemente no nos damos cuenta. Los impactos de esta enfermedad afectan a todas las personas y en especialmente a las personas de color y con antecedentes diversos. Estar en servicio conmigo y con los demás a medida que creamos una mayor conciencia sobre cómo identificar y dirigir el tratamiento de los rasgos de células falciformes y ayudar a las familias a saber cómo superar el trastorno de células falciformes. WDCONS
Zetovia salve, made from natural and organic ingredients, good for inflammation, poor circulation, hemorrhoids, yeast infection, lip sores, dry coughs, eye pain, minor cuts and bruises, and ready to purchase at botanicaherbalco.com. BOTANICAHERBALCO.com. BALCO.com. BotanicaHerbalCO.com. All right, again, welcome back to the Farron Dozier Show on the Military Broadcast Radio Network. You can go to mbradio.us, click on the talk shows, and you can click, and we're streaming live on all the different platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Roku TV, Twitch, all those places. And afterwards, you can catch it on all the platforms wherever you get your podcasts at, Spotify, the website. You can get it from MBR Radio. Search Farron Dozier Show. All right. So what happened? D-Rock. Oh, it's in the studios. All right, let's see what's going on here. What's up, my guy?
Man, I can't call it. What's going on?
Oh man, me either. I'm good. Came to hang out.
Yeah, always.
Let me see. We got. Hold on. Let me bring up Blockhead. What's up, sir? How you doing again?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Oh man, I'm good. We ain't no complaints over here.
That's right. Pleasure to be a part of this podcast again, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you for taking time out of your day to hang out with us.
Thank you for the invite.
All right, man. So, I mean, we could dance around the conversation. I watched the video, D-Rock, you sent me about the violence between two clubs, man. I listened to the details, the news report. I don't even know where do you even want to start with that conversation, man. It's just
I'm gonna let OG Blockhead take the floor.
Blockhead, man. Where do we go with this, man?
Well, tell you the truth, man, my position, first of all, I'm a nomad, and I do a lot of moving around. I know what's going on in a lot of different areas in the state and stuff, but to get right on the subject of what's going on in Nevada right now, all I can really say is it's a lot of testosterone built up, man. And the way it's going and the way it's moving is everybody got something to prove. If you didn't grow up understanding yourself and being sure of yourself and comfortable within self, you're gonna become an older man that's still not comfortable within self and have to prove yourself. And that's all I really can say, man. These guys is out here versus motorcycle communities coming together and building together, helping the community out, or like we used to do. It used to be a point in time where if communities was having problems, even with the gang members and stuff in the community, and it was a big motorcycle presence, the motorcyclists, the club brothers, we get together and move around and holler at the gang members like, hey, bro, y'all doing a little too much. It's a little bit too much of this going on, that going on, and it's disrupting families and households. Nowadays, it's the motorcyclists that's like wanting to be gang members. And I mean, I can't talk about it and say, oh, this is right or this is wrong, because I know for a fact that it is a lot of reformed gang members that are motorcyclists these days. So it's not like they just not or have never been gang members or gang affiliated. Right. But at the same time, man, when you go to another level, like a lot of people like to say, there's levels to this. When you go to another level, you're supposed to bring your whole person to another level. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to keep on acting like a gang member because you was doing that when you was 10, 15, and maybe 20. Now that you 30, 35, and 40, are you still a gang member or are you somebody else in life? I mean, you have to grow. So with that being said, it's show and prove right now. Prove who the baddest, prove who the toughest, prove who, okay, we can fight, but the whole time before this fight, I already planned on pulling the gun because I ain't really tough. I just don't want to say that I didn't throw hands first. Come on, man, with the bullshit, man. If you're going to fight, get it over with. If you're going to shoot, get it over with. Don't just be acting. A lot of these dudes out here is actors, and this ain't no TV show. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting paid for it, and all you're gonna do, oh yeah, you got a payment. You know what the payment is? It's a rent-free hotel with steel bars and a steel bunk. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't rent-free because they charging you for that these days. And in certain states, they charging your family to house you if you can't pay. You know, so yeah, you got a payment. It's a bad payment plan, but you got one. But yeah, man, the only thing I can say about that is, man, you know, everybody want to be the toughest guy, you know? And sometimes you have roles in this MC world, and a lot of people don't know how to play their roles, man. You know, sometimes they do a little bit too much extra. I always call it extra because if you're being too extra, I don't even want to be around you. A lot of people say when they meet me, oh, that's the mean one. No, I ain't mean. I'm just a serious person. You know, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. I shake your hand. Okay, how you doing, brother? That's just me being cordial. All that, me being your friend and all. Listen, I don't have no friends. I got associates, and that's how I was raised. I don't have no friends. I got associates, or I got relatives, which is family members. You know. Other than that, it is what it is. But these guys got a lot to prove, and I don't think that they got anything to prove. Prove that you can come to me with a money idea from another club, and we could talk about raising some money or making some money. Prove to me that you can come sit in my clubhouse as a man and speak like a man, speak some positive stuff. Even if we talking about some real street stuff, I mean, we can discuss it as men. Prove to me that if we get into an argument, it's not an argument, it's a disagreement, and either we gonna agree to disagree or we gonna leave disagreeing with each other, but it wasn't a problem. You know what I'm saying? Prove to me some stuff like that you could do stuff like that. That's why a lot of people, I mean, and just from my knowledge and just from me seeing, a lot of people just don't have it in them to sit and have a conversation these days. It's either I'm telling you this or I'm telling you that, or I'm talking at you instead of talking to you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is in these streets, man. I mean, I got to show you that I'm the toughest. I got to show you that I'm the baddest. I got to show you that my club is the what they want to call it, the what they call it, D-Rock. We the
you the alpha.
No. When they say we running stuff around here, what's the word they use for it now?
Are you the big dog? I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff I can come up with.
Yeah. But you know, it's that's what it is, Farron, man. It's everybody trying to be the toughest club, man. You know,
we gonna peel that off, man, because you dropped a lot of good insights to look from, right? And I appreciate you for looking at it that way, because I agree. At the end of the day, we grow up in our neighborhoods. Who's the baddest, whatever that is, you know. But at some point, when do we grow up? When does the boy become a man? When does the teenager become a man, right? Or however people language it in their environment. Before I go there, D-Rock, man, what you want to say about that?
See, like from this whole situation, looking at the videos, listening to like the breakdown of what happened and how it happened or whatever. What I seen from that was lack of guidance. If you got your brothers there, why not one of them stepped up and said, "This is dumb." Now we got basically two people just in that little scenario right there that lost their lives. One like physically lost his life, and the other one is you'd have lost your life to the system. It ain't no way you can get out of that. And it's sad. And at a young age, when I was 35 years old, shoot, I was still in the military. Shoot, I'm like 3 years, I'm like a couple more years, 2-3 more years, I'm ready to retire. And it's crazy, like now people ain't got nothing to fall back on. Like, and I think that's what the motorcycle culture is lacking, like guidance. A lot of these clubs is bringing in newer and younger guys or whatever, and I call it the the generation where they got the, what do they call it? I don't even know what they call it. But I tell you what I did do when I got to my last unit before I retired, and I'm talking to these people about 9/11, and they talking about they was in elementary school and stuff like that. If we ain't got nothing to relate about, then it's time for somebody to go. And even with the military, it became like watered down or whatever. You remember they used to have a little bayonet course with strap your bayonet on, and what makes the green grass glow, blood, kill. Like now, like they got cell phones, they doing TikTok videos and boot camp. You know, when we was coming through, we ain't even have no phone. You was lucky you got a phone call. You had to send letters.
You know,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I knew about the military because I was on my way to being shipped out. You know, Great Lakes, Illinois. Here I come, but I didn't even make it. You know, but I recruited for the Navy, passed the ASVAB, did everything. You know, I passed my ASVAB so high that I'm gonna say it like this: I passed it so low and so high. So low, I couldn't go to the Air Force, but so high that I was automatically considered for Special Forces, which was them SEALs, and I wanted to be a part of that. So I had to do extra recruitment before I can actually, with my recruiter, before I can actually go in and ship off. I ended up not going, but what I did know is what D-Rock just said. It was I was gonna be away from home, no communication. If a letter got out, I was gonna be lucky. Like he said, you got people in basic training. How is they letting these people in basic training with phones now? You doing TikTok videos while you in a drill. You hear the master sergeant back there yelling instructions and everything, and the boy on the TikTok screen laughing and playing it. Man, if that's what I gotta depend on to protect this country, we in trouble. I know we in trouble.
I just seen a video where they got three females in there, and they talking about 22s and stuff like that, and then the two ladies come on and come in. If this is who we got to protect us in, Iran's about to kick our ass, and I'm just up there laughing. I'm like, they like really talk about just landed in Iraq making TikTok videos. How your phone working over there?
Exactly. Hey, we got another addition to the deck here. What's happening, sir?
How y'all doing, man?
Superman.
Oh man, you know we just get started.
Hey man, I'm on Black people time. I'm late.
You good? You good?
What's up, Few?
Well, as y'all can see, I'm at work, bro.
All right.
Yeah.
Few, man, we open up the conversation, man, with the subject at matter at hand, with what happened between the two clubs, man. What do you want to? We're gonna start there with you as well. Where do you want to start with that subject, man? Seeing that, reading about that.
Man, that's a touchy feely subject, man. But you know what it all boils down to though? Lack of communication, man. Lack of communication. You know what I'm saying? What could be dick and pussy like normal bite shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things. You know what I'm saying? Because we got bros that was in our club that's over there. So you know how that go. You know. So it's a bad situation, man. It's just a lot going on with the biking, period. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Us as what they say 1%ers are diamonds. You know what I mean? It's like the fun is getting out of it. Fun is, you know what I'm saying? And then no money is being made. You know what I'm saying?
Blockhead, just talk about money.
They always, the big diamond, the big 1%er, this, that, and that. Ain't no 1%ers making no money when you at war. See what I'm saying? Me personally, I be embarrassed when I go to the 99 functions, your rallies, and your go to Rally, you go to Kings of the South. What everybody forgetting about, them boys making money. You go to them places, they making money. No money is being made. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's forgetting about the business side of the biking, that we supposed to take care of each other. All that's gone. All that's gone.
And not to interrupt you, bro, but that's what this is, and that's what people forget. You know, when you sign up for it, you be understanding that it's a business, but then psychologically, I guess in some people's mind, mentally, they say, but it's just to ride my bike and have fun. Okay, yeah, all that come along with it, but always remember that this is a business, bro. It's money to be made, and it should be being made, because it's a lot of things to take care of within the club, outside of the club, and I'm gonna keep on saying within the community, bro, because we in these communities for real, and we should be helping our communities, not having shootouts and shit like that in front of the community members, little kids, and by the schools and all this other different stuff. Nah, that's not what we're here for, you know. But like you said, nobody is making money. Why? Because people forgot the business part about it. My club, I'm gonna tell you the truth, we stay spearheading that right there. This is a business, and it's all about making some money, and we're gonna stay with full structure and communication. We're gonna take care of business. That's what we're gonna do.
You know, man, it's just sad, man. We have all these big clubs, big diamonds, 1%ers, whatever you want to call us. We ain't making no money. These 99s, boy, they breaking up. Y'all making all the money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all buying buildings. Y'all doing everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we supposed to be teaching y'all, and be for real, bro. Y'all teaching us.
You know, there was I guess between the three of you gentlemen, what you're pointing to is a mentality. We'll start there. The mentality, as Blockhead was saying, that in this transition of life from a child to an adolescent to a teenager to an adult male, you grow up in your environment. Some of us have experienced the gang violence. Some of us experienced the gang world. Some of us have seen it from the front porch of the gang. Like, all of that, at what point did you let that stuff go and mature? Does that still have to be taught? Is that a piece that we have to go back and start to re-educate our young adults of what it is, and when you transition from a teenager to a man? Do we need to get some conversations and some classroom settings for that?
I would agree. Yeah, we do have to get some settings for that, and it needs to be more settings for that, because I'm gonna just say it like this. And I mean, if you take it to heart or you feel like you're insulted by it, then yeah, it's for you. A lot of this is going on with the disrespect of these youngsters, like we talked about last time, but we can't just say it's them. It's the youngsters, because who are they being raised by? Their parents is just as young as them. You know what I'm saying? You got 15-year-old, 16-year-old boys out there. Their mamas is just now turning 32. How mature is she? Especially if she's a single parent. You know what I'm saying? Then we look at it and say, okay, how old is the daddy? Who knows? If he might be the same age as the mama or a little bit older. But with that mentality flowing around in that little atmosphere right there, we're going to say either he a street dude or he a gang member still, or he one of them dudes that's, okay, well, shit, I'm going to live off of her type shit. I mean, it's a lot of this going on that reflects on how these youngsters is being raised. Now, myself, like I said, we even got a mentoring program for young dudes. We pick them right on up, wherever we at. I'll meet you in the gas station. If I see you having a problem or something like it, the other day, this brother is standing outside, his car is smoking, hood up in the air, he fixing it. I'm just observing him a little bit. By the time he finished, I told him, I said, bro, you know, I sat here because if you was to need some help, I was going to assist you. And the brother just looked at me, he said, thanks, man, I appreciate it. I told him, I said, one thing, stay focused and stay determined to make it happen. The brother just started crying and said, hey, I needed to hear that. I'm going through a divorce. I said, man, I said, well, I gave him a little bit of information, you know what I'm saying? far as much as I forgive him about going through a divorce, but he a young dude, and somebody older just approaching him like that versus just to looking at you, mean mugging you, walking past you, not giving a damn. He took that to heart. I gave him my number, told him call me. Called me 2 days ago. I had him up there at the clubhouse. Me and 2 or 3 of my brothers was talking to him. He enjoyed it so much. He called me yesterday and say, bro, I'll be needing some real men to be around because I ain't had no uncle. My dad been in prison all my life and this, that, and the other. That's what I'm saying, man. This is just how you can make a difference sometimes just by being a stand-up man within yourself if you really truthfully comfortable within yourself and you know something.
Yeah, that's it right there.
I got a question for Superman from the Few and OG Blockhead from Dahuru, man. What made you all become outlaws?
You want to go first, Superman, or you want me to go first?
I really, to be honest, I kind of grew out of the 99. I kind of like grew out of it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to go to the top, so I excelled the 99. So when I got so far, it was like, hey, let's try something different. You know? And then it goes with the clubs. You see what I'm saying? You had to pick what club fit you. It wasn't just moving up, it was strategic move. You had to pick the club that fitted you. You know what I'm saying? Few is family origin. Your family, your wife, your kids can come around. Some other clubs, you can't do that.
So I'm gonna let you stay right there. I'm gonna get your answer, OG Blockhead, and then I'm gonna come back to you if that's okay with Farron, because I got another question for you.
You got it. Go ahead.
Go ahead, OG.
Hey man, it doesn't make me want to become an outlaw. I was born an outlaw, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I was born a leader. I mean, anything that I did from the time I was in elementary school to growing up, sports, whatever, I always wanted to be elite in it and always be the toughest, the baddest, you know. So, I mean, being in them streets, gang banging and all of that. I mean, it is what it is. I'm always going to be the toughest, the baddest, and do what I got to do. Yep. Jail time came, prison time came, all that came with it. But even in there, I'm going to be the toughest and the baddest in what I do. So I was born this way, man, you know.
Now back to you, Superman. With all the scrutiny around Chosen Few, the people jumping ship, and I'm talking about people that's been in Chosen Few like since I've been around, people that have got 10, 15, even like 20 plus years jumping ships, going to other clubs. How do you feel about that? Because you said a family, and I ain't never left my family behind.
Man, that's a hard one right there, man. You know what I mean? That's a hard one, man. You know, when you in a club that's so big, you don't know what's going on in these different areas, yo. You know what I'm saying? You don't really know. You still on the outside looking in. So me, I take it some personal, maybe money. You see what I'm saying? It's something. You know what I mean? But man, it's tough, man. It's real tough, you know. And then like y'all, he on the West Coast, we down south. You know what I mean? We just calling, so it takes a lot. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot. A phone call ain't gonna fix it. You know, it's just you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? You got.
I know what you mean about you gotta go. I know what you mean about you gotta go, because I am on the West Coast. But D-Rock can tell you, you know what I'm saying? He know. I just came from the East Coast down there in the Carolinas and Florida and shit like that, because you know, it was things going on within my club and some other clubs. And as a nomad, bro, I got to get up and move. I got to go pay attention. I got to put my feet to the street. It can't be no call a lot of times, because a lot of these clubs, these diamond clubs, we don't do talking on the phone. We're going to have to meet face to face. When I get there, we on ground and we meeting up somewhere and we're going to talk. You know, so I hear you. I know what you're saying. But yeah, bro, I move around for real.
Yeah.
See, I feel like the clubs of today is like missing that. Like the OGs are getting to the point where they don't want to be bothered with the younger people and their attitude. And there's been times I've been like that too. But I'm also at an age where I'm like, why are we bringing these youngsters in if they out of control? Like when we get to like the level that we're at, they're supposed to look up to us. But like Superman said, like the 99s are really like taking over. And you know, I had a conversation with you, OG, how I said, like, damn, we spending more time at 99 clubs than outlaw clubs. I said, like I come from the way I was reared and I was brought up is like 1%ers and outlaws do 1% and outlaw stuff. We hang with each other, we party with each other. But it seems like in today's society, one club feel like they bigger than the other one. Or sometimes it can be like intimidation. And I remember when I was growing up, my uncle and my dad, before he became a pastor or whatever, they used to say, if you ain't got the biggest balls, if you don't feel like you got the biggest balls in the room, leave the room, and I ain't left a room yet. And my thing is, I hang around people with the same mentality. Like, it ain't like that I'm intimidated. I feel like I'm less than you, or you inferior, or you're the alpha and I'm not. I feel like when you get a bunch of alphas together in different clubs, man, we can turn this whole thing around. But nobody want to sit down and have that conversation because people want to feel like they intimidate the other club, but they don't want to cross that line. Nobody wants to be the one to say, hey, man, cut that shit out. Like, because I used to hang out in the street. I used to bang down in Houston, Texas, Third Ward, Gangster Disciples and all of that. And the crazy part about it is, when I look back on it, and like Blockhead said, all of that comes with sometimes numbers you can't handle. And it's crazy to like see people losing their lives behind stuff that was going on before them. And I've talked to people about, you inherited somebody else's beef, but for what? Some of it was going on before you even joined the club, probably before you was born.
Watch this, B-Rock. So, Farron, another thing that's going on, and to touch on what Superman said, people nowadays, these clubs nowadays, D-Rock, you started off by asking this question, and I'm gonna answer it. It's because nowadays it's numbers. It's quantity. It's not no quality no more. It's quantity. It's not no quality no more. It's quantity. If you can have the numbers and you the bigger club, then you that's who you are. And then we look at it and we say, okay, where's the discipline coming in? Where's the teaching coming in? Well, I mean, if you searching for numbers, and then when you come over there to be a real number, you have to be a real patch. They rushing through the prospect error, you know, they skip the hang around and go right to the prospect, then rushing through that. You see people on the set see you 2 months. Oh, he was prospecting for, damn, he got on a full patch already. That's what's going on. So everything is watered down, and it's going to be like that. But then to say something else to what you said, okay, it is a lot of clubs that hang around with 99 clubs, that's diamond clubs. Okay, I don't really have no problem with that. But like you said too, why is Diamond Club spending so much time at 99 clubs? My club specifically,
Grandmama's house.
We will support the 99 club, but we outlaws, we 1%ers. So them is the clubs that we go to. Them is the clubs that we hang around. Them is the people that we deal with. And them is the people that come to our club. So it's not a party situation. We'll party with you. We'll chill with you. We'll make you feel at home. But this is not the party situation. And how we raise money at this club, we raise it in different ways. Like even right now, you know what I'm saying? We got something going on at our club on Sundays. It's bingo night. You know, who would ever think that a 1% club will really be doing something like that? Well, guess why we doing it like that? Because we as 1%ers, we still have mothers and grandmothers, and they got friends and stuff like that. And like I said, they be included a lot of the times, but we're not going to include them in that street shit, are we? No. But their mamas and grandmamas and uncles and aunties and even some of the club females, They come up there and they doing bingo like it's for real, like all the way around the bingo pile. You know what I'm saying? So this is how some of the ways that we raise money or we put money together, but it's always a money thing with us because we keep it business minded.
Correct.
We keep it outlaw 1% too, though, because we ain't about no playing. We about strictly business.
Now, see, all of that's cool. So this is the problem I have with it. When we get into it, you get at war with this club. These same 99s we hanging with and going to shop with, they'll flip and tell you, hey, bro, we ain't coming, man. Y'all got too much going on. So as ones, it's fucking up our money. When we go, you at war, it's just fucking your money up. Because you can't expect your brothers, when you're in a big nation, you can't expect your brothers to travel just to come break bread with you every time you open your door. So your surrounding communities and these 99s, they come by, but you got to respect them when they say they not coming. See what I'm saying? So as 1%ers, bro, we kind of get this shit together because we ain't making no money, bro. No money has been made. It's embarrassing to me, bro. I go to Kings of the South, Rabri, just to look, bro. You got to look at the building, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to look in the building, bro. I go to look around. I pay to get in, but I go to look around. You got to give it to them, bro. They making money, bro. They making money. That's why in certain areas, those clubs get pushed on by the ones because they making money. See what I'm saying? They making money. It's about the bread. When you forget about the bread, you kind of losing the club. That comes with people leaving your club. Hey man, we at war with everybody. We can't make no money. We got clubhouses. Your chapter losing your clubhouses. Ain't no bread flowing when you at war and you into it with everybody. You see what I'm saying?
But the thing about it is, a lot of these people don't think about that when they go to war. I feel like a lot of them don't take in account that they got brothers in other states that function with these clubs and hang out with these clubs. Now, a guy that you was just partying with last week, now you got to tell him, hey, bro, I can't come over there because we at war. And like, and that's crazy that you have to change the way you deal with somebody based on the patch that you got on your back. And I think we should have like more like sit downs and stuff like that where you could come to an agreement. And a lot of these clubs I've seen it where they may be beefing in somewhere else and they're not beefing over here, but you still got to stay away or you can't hang. And you got real like blood relatives in the same area you can't hang with because of the patch on your back. And I feel like we put the how can I say it? We put the patch above humanity. That's how I feel when it comes down to these outlaw and the 1% stuff. Because at the end of the day, I've came across people down here in Mississippi where two clubs are beefing, but the people still value the relationship. I call it the ship. Whether it's a relationship, friendship, partnership, why are you going to sink the ship? Because you got a couple of idiots over here that don't know how to play right. Because it ain't anything happened between Chosen Few and TG or Dahuru and TG. Hey man, I'm taking this cut off. Hey, that's still my brother, man. We still got to check up on each other, and we forgetting how this stuff came about and what was the foundation of it. Do y'all agree or no?
I agree with you saying. I agree exactly what you're saying, but then at the same time too, another one of them beefs be coming amongst people that had been friends or buddies for a long time, and they come when they say, well, you know what, I'm finna lay my rags down from this club and I'm finna go over here to this club. Now that person that left that club and his buddies that was part of that club, now they speaking bad to him on the club he just left, and now he talking about the club that he gone to, and now they ain't fucking with that club because he came from that club. It's a lot of that going on too. It's a lot of that going on too, and it don't make no sense. That's why it'd be crazy to me when I say, when you loyal to soil, that means you're loyal to everything that you're doing. And if you're going to be a part of a club, Why leave that club if it's going through turmoil or war or bad times or anything, and go to another club though? If you're gonna leave the club, leave the whole lifestyle. If you're gonna ride your bike still, ride your bike. No cut, no nothing on. Just ride your bike. Because leaving that club going on to another club, it's gonna cause some friction or some damage. It's you got to go to the basics too. That's what this is. We got to pay attention to everything on how war start. War just don't start with just some words being said or some men, some testosterone floating around too high, because I'm just telling you, man, it's so real. It's so real. D-Rock, what I always be telling you now, a lot of these dudes, they ain't even dealing with testosterone. They dealing with more estrogen in their body than anything. That's why it's always a problem with real men.
We added Nuttz to the deck, man. If you want to come off of mute, man, you're on the deck with us right now. I don't know if you just came to just listen. But I got a question for you, gentlemen. Let's take the cut off and set it to the side for a few minutes. As a lot of you explained and shared, the mindset, the mentality, the sense of belonging. People join gangs knowing that that's not right? But they want to belong. Do you think that when that person puts on that cut, their identity is enhanced or fractured? Right? What do you want to say from taking the cut off and then when you put your cut on, does your mentality change?
No, I'm still the same. Yeah. You see, I'm still the same. I'm an entrepreneur. I own a restaurant, bar. So when I take the cut off, I got clubs that rent my bar. They do their bike nights. You see what I'm saying? So war really, it really fucks me up. When we into it, it fucked me up on the bike side and real life. You dig what I'm saying? It fucks up everything for me because I'm an entrepreneur. I work. I got restaurants, food trucks. They call for the food truck for different events, stuff like that. Then everything got to be put on hold because of some stupid shit. Me, I'm money. I like to eat. I like to make money. I make money with clubs. You know what I mean? I'm that type of guy. I don't care what club you in. If it's square business, let's get to the bag. That's me. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I operate, man. So with the rags on, I'm the same guy. The businessman that work, that's just like D-Rock. I ain't know D-Rock from a can of paint. I ain't know him from a can of paint. But he in a club. He in the club I fuck with. I fuck with him. He a biker. So that's hats off.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. If he needs something, if I'm in the area, he got it. People forget that. The cuts don't matter. What club he in here on the bike, his bike broke down, I'm going to come get you. Even if we had war, I still might come get you. See what I'm saying? A lot of people is getting away from that.
See, I'm going to chime in. I know I came in late. I'm out here snatching and grabbing certified car thief. Hashtag pay your motherfucking bills. Pay your fucking bills. This is how I always approach that question of what you just said. It's a couple of things. Is all about how you was raised in your background. For one, like if you don't have the internal upbringing to understand that man shit is sucker shit is sucker shit. If you a fucking sucker and you want to be a gang member, you're gonna be a sucker as a gang member. If you're gonna be a sucker or is permission to speak freely on this motherfucker? Can I talk?
Freely.
Oh yeah. Okay, look, if you was a bitch before you put your cut on, you a bitch when you got them on. Period.
On me. On everything. And
it's gonna be a matter of time before that shit get exposed, before motherfuckers start understanding who it is and what it is. And y'all was talking about how, having different beefs and people leaving clubs and shit. It's always a motherfucker that's gonna leave a club and then talk bad about the club that they left to the new club. Me personally, I don't like that kind of shit because you just left niggas that you've been kicking it with for the last 10 years. Now you telling they motherfucker business. regardless of how hard niggas think they are, you gonna do that shit, nigga. You an instant sucker, nigga. Don't rock the forever around me. No, forever TG, forever Dahuru, forever Disciple. Don't do that shit around me, bro. You left that club, so you can't scream that forever shit to me, bro. Yeah, you in my club right now. I gotta deal with you. Gotta tolerate you. But if you was a bitch before you joined the club, you a bitch when you join the club. It ain't it. That's just what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it do hinder motherfuckers with real businesses and entrepreneurs and just niggas that stand on business as a man. It ain't got nothing to do with club shit. If you rock with a nigga, you deal with a nigga, you kick it with a nigga, you chop it with a nigga. Don't fight that nigga if your club get into a beef. You sock your nigga's partner. That's because that's his new club. You hit that nigga. Don't hit the nigga you fuck with. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. Like, so this bike shit, bro, is high powered high school with niggas with money and motorcycles.
And that seems like the shift. And I appreciate you expressing that and saying it that way, because if you grow up in your environment with that mentality, and then you think you want to be hardcore over here because you could go get this cut and become Superman out of the phone booth, that's not real life.
Right.
So then how do we go back, Nuttz, and make the correction in these cats that are wanting to be a part of this world but don't have the mentality? Either somebody's got to be like, you know what, bro, you're not ready. I appreciate you, but you're not ready, and X them out. Or are we, as I think Blockhead is saying, this because of the numbers? Do you want? Oh, we want numbers so we can get more dues money, or what is that?
It's well, you gotta think about the demographics of where you at, what kind of nation that you're in, and who's in charge of your nation. You know what I'm saying? I'ma just speak for Mother Chapter Dahuru, one of the founders. It's quality on our end. We a small nation, but we strong. You know what I'm saying? And everybody that comes to us have to be fucking coachable. If you're not coachable, we don't want you. Because if we can never go back to the fucking basics, because fuckery has been going on for so long, it's disguised as real nigga shit. Then when real nigga shit around, it's instant fuckery because it's too powerful for the fuck shit that they've been on for the last few years. So niggas praise sucker shit and all the real niggas get knocked off. So it's hard to really train and reprogram. Niggas been living their whole life when they've been living like bitches. You know what I'm saying? So it's like whatever's for you gonna come to you, and it's gonna be for you. If you see what you want to do and how you want to do it, and every nigga in that motherfucker standing on 10, and you think you standing on 10, okay, go fuck with it. But ain't no sucker nigga gonna go around a whole bunch of real ass niggas and say, I want that, and then last. It's an internal thing. It ain't got nothing to do with us training and reprogramming. That's some internal shit. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no fixing it. We gotta monitor it while it's happening.
Exactly. And that's just what I was saying, man. You know, when you come around to this life, it's a lifestyle. If you're not already assured within yourself from the beginning, coming up through elementary school, junior high school, and all of that, the fellas that you was with back then, just say they was bookworms, nerds, you know, trendy dudes and stuff like that. I mean, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm a chameleon, man. You know what I'm saying? I fit in with all them people and deal with all them people because in actuality, I was all A student going through school. And then you'll be looking like, but he's a gang member. Yeah, I'm a smart one though. You know, because I got morals and values and I want to own things. I was taught and raised by a real man, you know, to have something. It's not the fake when you're amongst the real. Because if a fake dude come into your clubhouse and sitting around a whole bunch of real men, he gonna say some stupid shit that you're gonna be like, what's wrong with this dude? Did he really do that? And then he gonna say something too many times to where everybody looking at him now like, bro, I think it's time for you to leave. Matter of fact, here go your last beer, get up out of here. Then as he hanging around or trying to hang around, he gonna be told, at least by us, I know this for a fact, Hey, bro, you can't come around here no more. Don't even come to the clubhouse no more. This is not for you. Then the next thing you know, it's like Superman kept on saying, the 99 is the 9. Yeah, the next thing you know, we see him, he a part of a 99 club. Yeah, because that fit him a little bit better. You know, not saying that they fake or nothing like that. It's just that's the more party side of the motorcycle set. You got some real ones though. There's 99ers that's stomped down, still on their bullshit. But at the same time, they understand, like Superman was saying, they understand this money thing and they see it. Okay, we can get real money over here versus being part of that diamond or that outlaw shit where they all politicking and doing this and doing that. So they stay over there versus come over here. There's no problem. I don't have no problem with nobody and their choice. But you're not gonna be amongst us with the girl shit and we men. This is not girls to men. It's boys to men. And you became a man, so be one amongst us. Straight up.
Hey, Superman, you know, I appreciate you how you say you open to with your business to work with other clubs and offer your business and services to other clubs. When those wars are going on and when things like this happen, I know you are concerned about your own personal safety. Is that key for you? I'm sure, right?
Hey, business. I said business. So you got cameras, you got police, all that. You know what I mean? So that's a different side. You see what I'm saying? You ain't no biker when you come there. You see what I'm saying? I'm the business owner. I ain't the biker. We ain't talking no bike. This is your night. You do what you do. You see what I'm saying? It's just different. You know, it might be rags. People might put whatever, but it's a business. It's cameras. You know what I'm saying? It's safety. So it's up to you to act a fool.
How you want to like old boy in that video? It's like, bro, you paid with your debit card. They got cameras. All they said was somebody had on a red shirt. Boom, they go to the cameras. They see him at the register. It's like, bro, do you not think that today's society there's a camera somewhere?
Yeah,
somewhere.
So it's legit business. Yeah, I'm open for it, but you know what comes with it. You know, I ain't gonna use the bros as security and stuff like that. Nah, we're gonna hire some police, let them make their money. We're gonna play blue collar all the way straight. Real far. You know, so that's the benefit of it, you know. Am I in the club? Of course. Do they know that? Yeah. But I got a wife and family, they run the bar. I don't have to be there. You see what I'm saying? It's different.
Yeah. Hey, D-Rock, man, you know, this is a military network, and I'm listening. The military ain't much different, bro. When you put that uniform on, I believe that the military deals with some of the same stuff inside of it, and the military don't know how to handle it.
Yeah, it's like you searching for identity. I remember when I first put on my kit back in 1998, and I was wild. Shoot, to be honest, I didn't even think I was gonna make it. I was probably the longest prospect in Deuces history. I ain't even gonna lie. It took me down there a year to get a cut with Deuces. When I first came on the set, I was Lil Worm. I'm not Blockhead. OG Blockhead. He know Worm from Rare Breed. Where he probably know him from Rare Breed, but Worm used to be with second to none. He used to be chosen few. And I was so wild. He said, "Man, you can't even have my name no more." I said, "I don't care. I'm tripping." I said, "I ain't little anyway." I'm like really tripping. I'm in the military. I ain't care about none of that. I'm a Marine. I'm about as hard as they come. Man, ain't nobody trying to hear none of that. And one day it like finally registered. He said, "Man," he's like, "it's gonna come a day when it clicks." And he said that he told me, he said, You'll know how you want to deal with people based on how they introduce themselves. And like when a person introduced themselves and they start off with a title or whatever, he was like, them type of people you don't even want to deal with. You see him on the motorcycle set, "Hey, bro, this so and so, this and that and the other." You leave that on the motorcycle set. I've been out here damn near 28 years. Nobody can never say I introduced myself as the president or nothing. Hey, I'm D-Rock. That's it. because you want a person to respect you for who you are as a man, not because of your club, not because of your title, because them things go and come on a daily basis. Dude, the next day, I said the only one that I really embody is a prospect, because at the end of the day, everybody's always prospecting. When you start prospecting, that's when you lose everything, because you got to be in that mindset. I'm gonna learn something different today. I'm like, man, I'm gonna leave it alone. Go ahead. I'm gonna let the OGs talk, man.
Man, it's crazy you said that because, you know, myself and Nuttz, you know, people think we be joking when we be introducing ourselves, and we'll tell them, "How you doing, bro? Blockhead, you know, prospect," and they be looking like, "Yeah, right." Nah, bro, I'm forever a prospect. I mean, the funny part about it is too, you know, as long as I've been for my nation, it came a point in time where I was the VP of the mother chapter. You know, it was so many people that'll be running up to me saying, "Prez this and Prez that," and I had to correct them and say, "Bro, I'm not the president." You know what I'm saying? What? Oh, I thought you was man, I'm just a prospect, man. You know, they laugh it off, but when they find the president, they come back and they be like, "Oh, my bad, bro. I thought you was the Prez, you know, just because of how you move." Well, guess what? That's how I've been moving all my life, bro. I'm a leader. I'm not gonna down talk nobody. I'm not gonna disrespect nobody unless I'm disrespected. And I play my part, my role. I know my job. And as far as introducing myself, "Hey, yeah, I'm Blockhead, the president," or yeah, man, that kind of shit right there is weird to me when people do that. I'll be looking like, "Oh, you need to be known? That's what you oh, you a title person? Oh, okay, so I'm gonna label you right now in my head as the title dude or the title junkie. He want people to look at him. I don't want to be seen. I'm from the streets, bro. I'm from the old code of the streets too, where you did things in the shadow. You know what I'm saying? Because everything you did, it wasn't always legal. So you was trying to do it in the shadow, and you don't want to be seen. I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be. When I first met you, Farron, I told you, I said, "Bro, I don't even know how I'm doing this right here, because I don't do TV shows. I don't do pictures. I don't take pictures. I don't do none of that." You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, it's just something about my brother D-Rock and a lot of things that we talk about, a lot of future endeavors that we deal with and that we planning on having together, that my brother really convinced me to do this, and I felt it was necessary. You know, sometimes it is another voice that is necessary for people to hear. And like Nuttz, he's another voice that's necessary to be heard, because like D-Rock, Nutt's been on this motorcycle set all across the world for about 30 plus years, you know, and he know a lot of people, and a lot of people know him and respect him. I mean, that's just the nature of this, man. Some people know it, some people don't know it. Some people willing to learn it, some people don't care and think they know everything already. So whether they know it or not, they think they know it, so they gonna do it. No, man, you gotta really know this and be taught this as you know it. Even if you know and been part of this, like D-Rock, I bet you he'll tell you that he's still learning. Even though he's been out here 28 years on the set, he's still learning, because he's open to that kind of stuff. You, Farron, you know, you was a motorcycle rider. You did this, you did that, military. Even when your military brothers is talking to you, you open to still learn. Some motorcyclist is talking to you, open to still learn. We are real men that's open to still learn. Superman with his business and stuff like that. I mean, he open to still learn. It's things to learn about the food trucks that he probably don't know. It's things that he probably don't even know to expand his businesses as far as restaurants and this, that, and the other. But he learning because he's a businessman and he's a man. When you a man, you know how to be a man, bro. You know how to conduct yourself. These younger dudes, I'm telling you, man, like I said about them people on TikTok in the military, these younger dudes, I'm not depending on them to have my back, watch my back, do none of that.
Not today.
Not today, and not no other day.
Nuttz, man, you got anything you want to share, my guy?
I'm really just on some niggas was bitches before they put patches on, bro. That's all
it gets exposed, right? And at some point, it's gonna get exposed.
Yeah. We can talk man shit all day. We can talk bike shit all day. It's all about who you was prior to. Now you know you can change your past. Like you could choose not to do fuck shit no more. Motherfuckers will override 9 million great things and bring you back to the time you did this. You know what I'm saying? So if you start off right, you gotta hold that and maintain that. Like you gotta do everything you can not to fuck up, because the way shit is designed now is your rep is what you've done, what you have done, what you got caught up for doing and shit like that. If we just look at shit different and then touch back onto the how we re-greet each other. And I got a lot of bros saying it now. I don't even say my name. I nod my head and shake your hand. And what's your name again? Prospect. And then they'll back up off me. I do that purely just so I can see how you gonna treat me when I say prospect.
Wow.
I sit at my clubhouse all the fucking time, bro, and will not put my cuts on. And it ain't because I don't want to wear them or I can't wear them or I'm scared to wear them. I'm always in my work truck. But even then, if you just see me in an all black shirt, prospect style, and you greet me and I shake your hand, I'll be like, hey, prospect, nice to meet you. And you instantly treat me like shit, nigga, you one of them. You one of them. You can easily say, I don't fuck with prospects, bro. I can respect that. But if you man, get the fuck away from me, bro. You motherfucker, why you talking to me anyway? All right, my nigga. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for you to get to the bar. I'm gonna walk behind my bar, I'm gonna lean over and I'm gonna tell my nigga, hey bro, don't serve this motherfucker nothing.
You know the crazy part about that, Nuttz. You know who did me like that one day? Because I ain't have my rags on. And I'm gonna drop his name because he came with my ass. God damn, I can't even remember his name now. From Gentleman.
See, it ain't for you to remember right now.
From Gentleman. You know,
all I'm gonna say is sucker shit is sucker shit, bro. Anytime y'all talk to me, I'ma always revert back to sucker nigga was a sucker nigga young. A pussy hound now is a nigga that didn't get pussied in.
Right.
A broke nigga now didn't have structure in order to have money now. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like all that shit stem back to the upbringing, bro. Like you know how much discipline it take to own a motherfucking restaurant? You know how many years you gotta be in business to get to the black in order to sustain? He said multiple. I got restaurants and food trucks. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it goes back to the conversation, willing to learn. You got to be a prospect. No matter what you do, where you go, it's always a fucking beginning. How you start is how you end. If you start as a prospect and you learn everything you fucking learn, when you patch up, you still learning, but you still doing prospect shit. If you don't have prospects, you're forever fucking prospect, bro. And when niggas really wrap their mind around that shit'll be a lot less smoother. A lot more smooth. Be a lot less bullshit. Why? Because everybody is consistently working to be better. Just because you got it now don't mean it stopped. That's what the fuck I preach. Yeah, when you see niggas around me, we all fucking work. And like I say, don't nobody know who I am. Majority of the time, you'll see me with a motherfucking mop in the corner, cleaning up shit, picking up shit. But then when they turn around and they see me with my cut on and I'm in some nigga shit, or I got my cut on and I'm handling business and I'm defusing shit, then they gotta think like, damn, I just treated this nigga like shit. He ain't even get at me. He ain't say shit to me. But now they gotta eat that shit and come back to me, be like, hey man, my bad, I didn't know. So I'm forcing niggas' hands to treat niggas different. And I ain't even telling them I'm doing it. I'm just doing it, bro. I've been doing it long enough to understand that I don't know shit. And if you think about what I'm saying, I've been doing it so long, I know I don't know shit, because it's always a fucking problem. You would never go 3 days in a fucking real nation and won't have a problem.
Right.
So you got to be able to be in and conform and understand and grasp the situations. You got to know the niggas you're dealing with. You got to know the ops that niggas is having problems with. You got to figure out why the fucking problem is. Is it a problem or an issue? Right. Issues is hard to fix. Problems can be solved fast. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it is all about who you are as a man, how you handle shit, and who you talking to as well. Because some motherfuckers don't like to listen.
Mm-hmm. Well, I just want to say, man, it's just a pleasure to be on this deck with y'all, man, because like I look up to all y'all, man. I may be older than a couple of y'all. To be honest, only one I'm probably older than is Superman. But man, I BS you not, man. I look up to all of y'all, man. And like for y'all to come answer the call when I called y'all, I know Superman was on his way from work. OG Blockhead don't like to be seen. When Nuttz came on here, I said, "Oh man, all praises to Nuttz, man." Like these are guys that I really like. I really like look up to, man, because they got something that I want to acquire, man. It's just like the knowledge, the hanging around, man. Like he talk about prospecting. I tell him I'm a forever hang around because my thing is I'm always picking up something from people like. And I love this. And like next time we have this here show with these motorcycles, I got 2 guys from North Carolina that I'm gonna bring on. Like these guys was prospect. They'll tell you we was out in the rain picking up trash, and one of the patch members came and said, "Hey, D-Rock, man, why you picking up trash with the prospects? Why not?" I said, "I'm a guest at y'all house. I'm gonna clean up like this. Like I'm a guest at your house. Why can't I clean up?" He told me you shouldn't be hanging with the prospect. Why not? A prospect today may be your president tomorrow. I'll turn it over to the OGs. Y'all got it.
Man, I just always appreciate the platform in itself. I appreciate what Farron is doing for everybody. Everybody listen to this podcast. You know, it's real informative, whether you're talking about veterans, whether you're talking about motorcycles, whether you're talking about sickle cell and the many other, you know what I'm saying, diseases that's out there, you know, from diabetes and anything else. He being educational on his platform, and he's giving a lot of information within doing that. So I appreciate you, bro. You know,
man, thank you.
What you doing and how you doing it, and just, you know, more power to you at all times.
I appreciate it, bro. Thank you for coming and hanging out today. Superman, man, anything you want to say before we get out of here, man? I appreciate you for taking time out, man. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your openness and what you have to say. I still believe that we do agree that there has to be a level of conversation for these new prospects, for these new guys that are coming into this motorcycle club scene, man, that they need some type of guidance. They need some type of education. They need, like you said, you got grown men, man. We suffer. If we tell the truth, we suffer in silence. We suffer in silence. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just discovered for myself last Wednesday, because I do the work, that I've been living from rejection since about 6 years old. Now, can you imagine 48 years of growing up as a 6-year-old to 55 years old, and then you can look back and see where you've been living, creating relationships, businesses, intimate relationships from already thinking you rejected? How you think life gonna turn out? It's gonna look like that sucker, like Nuttz is saying. That's what it's gonna look like.
Yeah, man. So I appreciate the opportunity, man. I don't do podcasts, so I hope I don't do podcasts. So it was an honor to get on, you know, just to let my voice be heard. You know what I mean? But it's a good show, man. I like to support us. You know what I mean? So man, keep what you're doing. anytime I can help, and we talk about this motorcycle shit, I'm with it.
Hey, let them know where your business at, just in case somebody in the area listening, man. Let them know if you want that out there.
The name of my restaurant is Honey Bee Jack. It's in Mobile, Alabama. Food
Oh
truck.
shit.
The Honey House.
Yeah, I'm on my way to Phoenix City, man. So I'm gonna have to visit you, man.
What's that, man?
Yeah. We got a charter down there in Phoenix City, man. So I'm gonna come your way for sure.
So listen, anytime you come across the coast, Mississippi, Mobile, you just bring the line. That's me.
Oh, hey, I'm a mid-back nigga with a big back spirit, bro. And just give me the hospitality. I'm gonna pay for everything I motherfucking eat. I don't want nothing free because you're gonna be mad as hell. This little motherfucker came to my shit and ate everything up. And now I gotta go fucking reorder everything.
We gotta close early because of him, huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Anytime
what she say? Oh no, fat guy, you eat too much. You gotta go. Nah, that dude. Literally, where that shit going, little nigga?
Everybody welcome, man. You in the area, bro. Y'all coming through, man. Just hit me up. D-Rock, just hit me up. You making that long ride, bro? Hit me up. You know what I mean? You need somewhere down, go to the clubhouse, whatever.
Got you.
Nuttz, man. You got he went on mute. Nuttz, you want to say something before we go, bro? He's talking. D-Rock, what you got, man?
Yeah, I wanna. I'm back. I cut my truck back on.
Okay.
I just want to say, hey, thank you for having us, bro. The podcast game is getting a little bit bigger than what people really expected. Slow motion better than no motion, bro. Whatever you looking for, whatever you trying to get, I'm gonna wish it on you. I got the call from Blockhead by way of D-Rock, so I'm here, bro. Anytime y'all want a real opinion or a comedical opinion, I'm gonna give you an opinion, but I'm always open with. If the nigga was a sucker first, you're gonna get sucker situations involving that nigga. So, with that being said, as somebody else will coin it, stay sucker free, stay 10 toes down, stay loyal to your motherfucking club. And if you worried about another nigga, you ain't doing you like you supposed to because you worried about them.
Appreciate you, man. D-Rock, take us out, man. What you got, bro?
Man, I just, like I said before, man, it's a pleasure to be in the presence of OG Blockhead Nuttz, man. You know, we kicked it in Vegas, man. I done hung out at grandmama's house. I'm trying to get back over there to hang out at grandmama's house, but the young gunner over here chose a few Superman, man. Like man, he already know what it is with us, man. And I'm glad he came over here. You know, Farron, man, we go back, man. We looking at the second decade right now. Like, man, you know, Marines and Army really don't connect, man. We just talk noise about each other, man. But from the first time I met you, man, we was receptive, man. We did events together. We'd been to car shows. We'd had speaking engagements and stuff like that. Farron ain't told y'all, man, but he write little short stories too. He still ain't embraced that Arthur thing, man. But he does everything else. He might as well go and embrace that too, man. But
appreciate it.
But man, I really appreciate y'all coming on, man. It ain't too many people that answer the call when you reach out, man. But like I feel like y'all respect me as well as I respect y'all, and man, I'm gonna continue to reciprocate it, man. Shout outs to Superman, OG Blockhead, and OG Nuttz, man. Thank y'all for coming out and supporting my boy Farron, man, because I do it for him. And I know he do it for the rest of the world, man. And I know this is going to be informative to somebody. So we're going to keep doing this, man. And hopefully Farron to keep inviting the OGs on because, man, like y'all tell it like it is, man. Unfiltered. I try to stay away from the cuss word. In case y'all don't know, this Deacon Farron over here.
Hey, you got to meet people where they at, bro. It ain't even about you got to meet people.
You're a good deacon. You're a good deacon.
Let them express themselves, man. Ain't nothing wrong. I am not the judge.
Hey, man, they say that Jesus hung with us anyway. He hung with
right. Hey, he hung with like me too.
I don't mean to interrupt y'all, but I just got cussed out because I'm out here. Bitch ain't paying bills. My bad.
You still at work?
My bad. Oh, I'm working right now.
Yeah, snatch the car right from up under. Let me get that.
Real.
All right, fellas, man. I appreciate y'all for hanging out, man. Thank you again, D-Rock, man. I'm always here for the platform, bro. I've been doing this talk show stuff for 16 years, man. So we're not brand new at this. We just want to make sure that people get information. It's about growing us as men. We know what veteran suicide looks like. We know what that stuff feels like, man. And we see that stuff transferring over into our community. These young little teenagers that you guys are pointing to are harming themselves, man. And they're looking for something to connect to. And we want to make sure that we give them an outlet. So that's all I appreciate, bro. All right?
All right, my brother.
All right, we out of here. Thanks for tuning in to the Farron Dozier Show on the Military Broadcast Radio Network, MBR, Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, and Tuesdays in the Inland Empire, KCA Radio 106.5 FM, 10:50 a.m. Shout us out. What's the count? Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm blessed, my brother. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Hey, did you see the game last night?
Oh, that was a good game.
But did you see the shot?
I lost money from that shot.
Oh, man, that shot was cold,
I
man.
hated it, but it was good. Damn. What's in those jeans?
You really want to know?
I do.
Exhaustion, muscle spasms, asthmatic issues, unexpected sickle cell trait crises.
Damn, are you serious? When I was young, I found out I had sickle cell trait. My mom's told me, but I ain't have no knowledge of it. But when I got older, I had a child, and the doctor told me my daughter has sickle cell trait. Do you know the facts that both parents have sickle cell trait? There's a 50% chance the child may have the trait, and 25% chance the child may have the disease.
Hey, that's what's the count. Do you know that 2.5 million people in the United States have sickle cell trait, 300 million people globally? I didn't find out I had sickle cell trait until I was in the Army, 10 years. Next thing you know, I had a sickle cell trait exertion site.
Sickle cell? I thought that was a black gene or something.
Nah, man, the Latin community is number 2. 1 out of 36,000 babies are being born with sickle cell disease. You could be Caucasian, Mediterranean, European. You gotta know your bloodline, man. There is an inherited gene in our community that has been forgotten. The name is sickle cell trait. WDCONSCT, also known as What's the Count, is out to bring awareness, education, and prevention to people all over the globe. Want more information? Call us now at 323-215-5384 or visit www.wdconsct.org.
Life is like a duck. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. Here at Military Broadcast Radio, we're teaming up with our friends at Die Tired, the veteran-friendly music band spreading strength, resilience, and mental health awareness, one shirt at a time.
And check this out. Their brand new shirts feature broadcast beaker right on the breast pocket. A reminder that you can weather the storm, and you're never alone.
Shirts are only $25, and proceeds support giving veterans a voice. MBR's mission to teach veterans how to podcast and videocast. Because when our vets are talking, they're not overthinking. They're not second-guessing. Together, we stop the 22 stigma. Grab your shirt today at mbradio.us and hit the shop. Or go directly to toramerch.printavo.com/merch/dietiredband. That's toramerch.printavo.com/merch/dietiredband.
Suit up, stand strong.
Remember, we're unduckable together.
You're built tougher than the storm.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, we want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your stories and experiences matter, and we are committed to giving you a platform to share them. That's right. We're here to give our veterans a voice. So don't forget to catch the podcast and stay connected with us. Giving our veterans a voice.